This is a more deadly virus than Ebola. Its lethality rate is up to 97%. If you inhale a little, your brain will be hollowed out. The infected person would die in insanity. This is the amoeba, also known as a brain-eating worm. They have not only evolved the characteristic of eating human brains, but also have the means to counteract the immune system. What happens when these monsters enter your body? Brain-eating worms often inhabit ponds, rivers, and lakes. They can enter the body through the nasal passages. After escaping the immune system, it will come to your olfactory nerves. Acetylcholine released during neurotransmission is the strongest stimulant for brain-eating worms. Then they follow the olfactory nerves to your brain. Due to the lack of food in the brain-eating worms will start eating your brain and begin to multiply rapidly at the same time. This process can take up to 5 days, and in this period, you will not feel any abnormal. After 5 days, you will start to feel headache, fever, nausea with vomiting. Then your immune response will be triggered. Large numbers of immune cells will flood into the infected area. When the immune system fights, it causes inflammation and brain swelling, which is also known as meningitis. These inflammatory conditions also increase intracranial pressure. Excessive intracranial pressure can make it difficult for blood to enter the brain. Brain cells will begin to die from lack of oxygen. Some brain-eating worms can also get into your eyes. Once the brain-eating worms start chewing on your visual nerves, you are likely to go blind. Then the brain starts to edema. Due to the limited intracranial space, it cannot be expanded. The brainstem, which controls many functions, can be squeezed and lose function. This may cause some mental state changes. For example, irritability, fear of light, and the body begins to spasm, suffer from seizures and hallucinations. Your neck starts to get stiff after a day. Your brain has been chewed up to full of holes at this point. All nervous systems are paralyzed. You will start twitching continuously and die of respiratory failure. Of the 146 cases in the United States, only 4 survived. But those who survived are paralyzed in mild cases and become vegetative in severe cases. Currently, to confirm the diagnosis of brain-eating worm infection, need to collect tissue specimens and send to specialized laboratories for testing. Due to the difficulty of detection, 3/4 of these patients were diagnosed after death. However, what's worse is that, even if it is found in time, it is also very difficult to cure. Most drugs have difficulty penetrating the brain. At present, humans have not found ways to effectively kill brain-eating worms, but there is no need to be overly alarmed. Although brain-eating worms are extremely widespread, drinking water with its eggs does not cause infection. They can only enter the body through the nasal passages. So as long as the nose does not touch the water, no accident will happen. So knowing these, do you still dare to swim outside?